Hey everybody, I'm here with my Absession workout. We're going to do 20 minutes of abs. We're going to get it in, we're going to get it done. What do you have to remember? You've got to really engage your ab muscles. You've got to push through, but at the same time, you need to learn when to take breaks. And you also have to really concentrate on your breathing. A lot of times what you want to do is kind of muscle through these exercises to try to get them done. But I don't want you to do that. I want you breathing. And sometimes when you focus on your breathing, it can actually take attention away from the intense ab burn that you're experiencing. So let's just do a couple of easy stretches. Make sure you say hello to me. Let me just set my timer. All right. So I want you to lay down on the ground, stretch yourself out, and just kind of press your tailbone down into the ground while you reach your hands and feet as far away from each other as they can go. I'd like you to fold one leg and look in the opposite direction. Stretch out what we did yesterday. Reach up. Lean to one side and then to the other. Rochelle, hi. Okay, I'm just going to take this off, and then we are going to get started. Okay, so first one that we're going to do, you're going to lay back, and you have your arms wide, and you're going to keep your knees together and your feet together. You're going to lower to one side and then to the other. Now the challenge is keeping the small of your back on the ground. As soon as you fight to keep it down. As soon as you can't keep it down anymore, that's when you go to the other side. But the challenge is to keep those knees and those feet together. And you want to really fight, and you want to really breathe. Keep the small of your back. This is the small of your back. You want it on the ground as long as possible. When you can't keep it there anymore, that's when you go back in the other direction. How are you guys doing? When you need to, just take those breaks. It's totally fine. Less than 10 seconds. And done. Woo! Okay, next one we're going to be doing, I want you sitting up, and you're going to open up your knees, and your hands are going to be lightly behind your head. At no time do you pull on your head, and you're going to reach your elbow towards your opposite knee. You might not get all the way there. Get as close as you can. Really squeeze. Now I exhale as I head towards my shoulder. I want to make sure I'm saying hi to all of you guys. And if you're new, say hi to me. So you move at whatever pace you want. If you're moving at this pace, that's cool.
Good morning. Hello.
Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can do it. Take those breaks when you need to. 10 seconds left. Come on.
Okay, 10 seconds of counting.
I'm a hot mess. And done. Good job. Okay. Next one I want you to do is lay on your back. Actually move out here a little bit more. So you're going to lay with your hands underneath your butt. You're going to squeeze up, squeeze your abs to raise, and squeeze your abs to lower. Do not let your feet hit the floor. The whole point in that slow lowering is that your abs are having to control your legs going down. You're not just dropping them. And you're also not doing this. You're not rocking. There's no rocking involved. You use your abs, you control the up, you control the down. 1 minute, hands underneath your butt, squeeze to raise, squeeze to lower. How are you guys doing? I know this is challenging, believe me. I inhale on the way up. I exhale on the way down. What works for you? I take breaks when I need them. My legs are so sore. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness we're done with that one. That is so hard. Such a simple exercise, right? And that's what you realize about abs. It's just this thing that you're like, oh, this shouldn't be that bad. Absolutely kicks your booty. All right. Next one we're going to do is very easy. You're going to sit with your legs crossed and you're going to lean to one side. You go as low as you can. Your goal is not to touch the floor. Hey, if you can do that, boogie on. I'm not that flexible. But the whole point is to work your way over. So you're crunching and squeezing your obliques, and then you head to the other side. So I want your shoulders back. I don't want you curled over. I want you back and really squeezing. Last night was kind of scary here. We literally had a storm come through that was crazy. Hail, like our garbage cans flung 20 feet. It was scary. At one point we were in the interior bathroom in the bathtub because there were reported tornadoes. So it was a stressful night. Keep going. Take those breaks when you need them. And done. Good job. So the next one we're going to do, I'm going to show you a more advanced one, and I'm going to show you a modified one. So here's your advanced. You are in a full plank. I want you to open your feet up, and you're going to do knee to opposite elbow. This is your modified. It's just being in a plank using excellent form. Planks are great total body exercises. They're exceptional for these core muscles, your abs, your back, and your butt. So rock on. Just do the best you can. It's not about being perfect. I tell you that all the time. I'm not perfect, so if you're looking for perfection, you're going to want to keep moving. But I'm also real, and I'm just me, and I'm doing the best I can. And trying to take care of myself even when I don't feel like it. It's much easier to stay in bed. It's much easier to be on the couch on social media, but I don't want to do that. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. When I need a break, I take it. So I exhale with each knee to elbow. And I exhale when I'm going back into plank position. All right, come on, let's go. 10 seconds. And done. Sit back into child's pose. Oh, believe me, I know that that's challenging. Next one that we are doing is just laying here. I like this one. This is my favorite one. It's called the do nothing, take a break, relax, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay? Because even though we're just doing abs, I don't know about you, but my heart rate is up. Okay, so before we did this one, right? We lower to each side. Now we're going to do the full windshield wiper. Hands out to the side gives you a little more stability. So this is we're amping it up from the last one that we did. So you're going to lower to one side and then to the other. Again, what's the goal? You want to keep the small of your back on the ground. As soon as you can't, that's when you know it's time to go to the other side. So I inhale as I'm going up and over, and then I start to exhale right about here when I'm really fighting hard with my abs to keep the small of my back on the ground. So I'm sure you've noticed yourselves a couple times just going, and like you hold your breath and you just tense your whole body up to try to get through it. Don't do that. Keep your breathing going. 3, 2, 1, and done. Oh my gosh, so good. So one of my favorite things to work is my trunk, right? So we make this movement a lot every day, whether it's reaching into the back seat for your kids, reaching for something in a counter and putting it down, whatever it is, you use these trunk muscles a lot. So I really like to protect and strengthen them, and doing so has benefited me greatly over the years because I used to hurt my back all the time. I don't hurt my back anymore. So I want you reaching to one side and touching, reaching and touching to the other. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yeah? No, sorry. I'm working out. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. When my children are awake, I feel like they don't really need me until my video goes on. Have you guys noticed that? Most of the time they're asleep or at school. But when they're home, I inevitably get a, Mom, can you do this for me? Mom, can you help me? No, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm done. Good job. All right, so now we are going to get on our backs. So there's a lot of different ways to do this next exercise, but essentially it's a sit-up. Okay, so the thing that you're going to want to do is put your hands behind your head, and you're going to want to pull on your head to get you up. Don't do that. You're going to squeeze and get yourself up. I'm not pulling on my head at all, okay? Another thing you're going to want to do is jerk your body. Don't do that. Tuck your feet under your couch if you need to, or have someone hold your feet for you. You can certainly do a lot of different variations on this, like keeping your feet together if you want a little bit more of a challenge. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. I just care that you're breathing. Squeeze, and then squeeze when you lower.
I just get
Oh my gosh, I'm not talking to you. Squeeze and lower. So I'm trying really hard not to jerk my body. I'm using my ab muscles to squeeze to get me up and to squeeze to lower me down. Now, I've gotten a few messages from you guys when you get frustrated that you have to tuck your feet. And nothing comes overnight. You keep doing it. You keep strengthening those muscles. One of these days you're going to try it without putting your feet under the couch, and you're going to be able to do it. And then I get the messages saying, I did my first full sit-up. without tucking my feet. And there's a real sense of accomplishment in that. Oh, good job. Whew. All right. How are we doing time-wise? Because I got to take my baby soon. We're doing great. Okay, so you've seen me do this exercise before if you've done my ab workouts. And it mimics a machine in the gym that has a bunch of cables on it. On one hand are handles, on the other end are weighted plates. So you adjust how much weight you want, you can do a variety of exercises on them. So one of the exercises I do is we pretend like we have these handles of these cables and we're squeezing our abs to bring our elbows to our thighs or as close as we can get. We're going to do that same one. We're going to mix it up a little bit to work our obliques. So one of the handles that we have is a rope with like a big knot on the end. So I want you to pretend like you have that and you're going to pull down into the side and then up and then down into the side. So again, you are working all of this. I want you to squeeze. When you come up, pretend like you're lowering those plates down, right? So if you let it go up too fast, the plates slam and they're loud and then you just look like you don't know what you're doing. So that's how I want you to function, like you're pulling this down and then you're raising up slowly so it doesn't slam, and then you're squeezing and pulling down to the other side. How are you guys doing? I know that it can feel really hard sometimes, or you feel like you're not good at it, or you feel like, oh my gosh, it's been 10 years since I've worked out. I'm so out of shape. What's the point? And here's the thing. It's not about being skinny. It's not about like the sort of the surface reasons. What I tell people is work on your whole health, not just your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, and we're done. It's because all of those things work together. So if you're just working on one piece, if you're like, I just want to lose 10 pounds, well, that's a great goal if that's what you want to do, and that's part of what your health goals are for this year. But what I would encourage you is look at the whole picture. Yes, do the physical workouts because that's one part of it. But also, are you taking care of yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally? Are you trying new things? Are you getting out of your comfort zone? All things that are important. Like me going to Spanish class this morning. I'm still not very good at it, but I'm not going to quit because I'm determined to become at least somewhat fluent. It's been 3 years. Not quite 3 years. It'll be 3 years in the fall, but I'm still trying. Okay, next one, you're going to lean back on your tailbone. Okay, your hands are next to you, and you squeeze your abs to bring your knees to your chest. So I exhale as I come in. Inhale as I straighten. If that's too advanced, you can use one leg, although not all that less difficult. Take those breaks when you need them. This one gets me every time. Oh my gosh. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, done. Good job. Whew. All right, how are you guys feeling? Let me see how we're doing time-wise. Oh, we're going to stretch it out because I got to go. I got to take my kids. Stretch your hands and feet as far away from each other as they'll go. Again, I want you to pull that knee in towards your chest and then fold it over, looking in the opposite direction towards your outstretched arm. This is a great stretch for your trunk, your glutes, all the things. Pull your other knee into your chest. Thank you for your tips. You guys are the best. You're the best, you're the best. I love doing these workouts. Again, if there's a workout that you want to see, let me know. I do owe someone a ball workout. I have to look back and remember it. Things have been so crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so I'm going to be off this weekend. We get our puppy today, which I'm so excited about. We're all really excited about it. So I will see you Monday. There might be a little puppy running around. Just warning you. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe.